When humanity first stepped into the galactic community, most civilizations didn't take them seriously. Humans were new,
Young.
primitive by comparison. Their starships were slower, their weapons weaker, their empire non-existent. But humans had something the ancient alien races did not fully understand. They were unpredictable, and sometimes that changed everything. Marcus Vale understood this better than most. He stood aboard the diplomatic cruiser Horizon Dawn as it slowly approached the most powerful structure in the known galaxy, the Imperial Palace of the Thalari Empire. A colossal ring-shaped station orbiting a golden star, home of Queen Lasara, ruler of hundreds of star systems. Marcus swallowed as the palace filled the ship's viewport. "This is insane," he muttered. Behind him, Ambassador Chen adjusted her uniform. "You volunteered." Marcus shrugged nervously. "Yeah, but I didn't expect the Queen of half the galaxy to personally invite us." The ambassador gave him a look. "She didn't invite us, Marcus." He frowned. "She invited you." "Too. The human who made her curious." 6 months earlier, Marcus had done something unusual. He had helped repair a damaged Thalari exploration vessel stranded near Earth. Instead of demanding technology or negotiating power, Marcus simply helped them. No reward, no bargain, just kindness. Apparently, the Thalari Queen had heard about it. And now, Marcus Vale stood inside the most powerful palace in the galaxy. The throne chamber stretched for hundreds of meters. Alien nobles filled the room, tall crystalline beings, armored reptilian warriors, floating energy entities. At the far end sat the throne, and upon it, Queen Lasara. Marcus had seen pictures. They did not prepare him for reality. She was tall, elegant, with silver skin that shimmered like moonlight. Long white hair flowed over armor that looked grown rather than forged. Her eyes glowed faintly violet. Power radiated from her presence. The room was silent as Marcus approached. An alien herald spoke. "Human Marcus Vale, citizen of Earth." Marcus bowed awkwardly. Queen Lasara studied him. "You are smaller than I expected." Marcus blinked. Sorry about that." A few alien nobles murmured in shock. Humans truly had no sense of royal etiquette. But the queen smiled faintly. "Your reputation intrigued me." Marcus scratched his head. "I'm not sure why." "You helped my explorers when their ship was damaged." "Yeah." "You asked for nothing in return." Marcus shrugged. "That's what people do." The queen leaned forward slightly. "Not in this galaxy." 3. The gift. After a moment, Marcus remembered why he had been invited. Oh, right. He reached into the small case he had carried. Immediately, the palace guards tensed. The ambassador whispered urgently. "Marcus, slowly." Marcus opened the case. Inside was a small object wrapped in soft cloth. Queen Lasara tilted her head. "You brought something." Marcus nodded.
"Yeah."
"A gift." The alien nobles whispered among themselves. A gift to the queen usually meant rare technology or priceless cosmic artifacts. Marcus unwrapped the cloth. Inside was a small glass sphere. Inside the sphere floated a tiny blue flower. The room went silent. One alien noble laughed softly. "That is your offering, human?" Marcus looked slightly embarrassed. "Well, yeah." The queen studied the object carefully. "What is it?" Marcus held it gently. "It's a preserved earth flower." The court looked confused. "A flower?" Marcus nodded. "It's called a forget-me-not." 4. A strange human tradition. Queen Lasara motioned for the object to be brought closer. Marcus stepped forward and placed the sphere in her hands. The queen examined it carefully. The tiny blue petals glowed softly in the palace light. "What is its purpose?" Marcus smiled slightly. "It doesn't really have one. The nobles looked even more confused. Marcus explained. On Earth, flowers like this are given as symbols. Symbols?
Yeah.
This one means remembrance. The queen studied the delicate flower. Explain. Marcus took a breath. When someone gives this flower, it means, don't forget me. The queen looked up. Why would you ask a queen not to forget you? Marcus chuckled nervously. Not exactly what I meant. The court waited. Marcus continued. It means even if people are far apart, even if time passes, the memory of kindness should remain. The throne room was completely silent. 5. The Queen's reaction. Queen Lysara continued staring at the small flower. Alien nobles whispered quietly. Many clearly thought the gift was ridiculous. But the Queen remained silent. Then she spoke softly. In my empire, gifts are measured by value. Marcus nodded. Same on Earth sometimes. She held up the glass sphere. This object contains no rare material. Nope. No advanced technology. Not really. No strategic advantage. Marcus smiled. Correct. The queen leaned back slowly. And yet, her voice softened. This may be the most unusual gift I have ever received. 6. A secret the galaxy forgot. Queen Lysara studied the flower longer. Then she said something unexpected. Long ago, before the Thalary Empire ruled the stars, my people also gave symbolic gifts. The nobles looked surprised. The queen continued. But as we grew powerful, those traditions disappeared. Marcus nodded thoughtfully. Yeah, that happens. The queen turned the glass sphere gently. A simple object, carrying a message instead of power. She looked directly at Marcus. You brought this to remind a queen to remember kindness. Marcus shrugged. Something like that. The queen stood from her throne. The entire court gasped. She stepped down the stairs slowly, stopping directly in front of Marcus. Then she said something no one expected. You have succeeded. 7. The gift that changed an empire. Queen Lysara raised the flower so the court could see it. Let it be known. Her voice echoed through the throne hall. That a human has reminded the Thalary Empire of something we forgot long ago. The nobles watched in stunned silence. Power alone does not define greatness. She looked at Marcus again. Memory does. Then she turned to the royal council. From this day forward, a new tradition will return to the empire. The nobles leaned forward. Queen Lysara smiled faintly. Every diplomatic meeting shall begin with an exchange of symbolic gifts. Gasps filled the chamber. Marcus blinked. Wait, seriously? The queen nodded. Yes. 8. Humanity's unexpected influence. In the months that followed, news of the event spread across the galaxy. The human gift to the alien queen became legendary. Other empires began copying the tradition. Symbolic gifts replaced expensive displays of power. Diplomatic meetings became more personal. And many civilizations began seeing humans differently. Not as weak newcomers, but as something rare. A species that valued meaning over power. Marcus returned to Earth eventually. But before he left, Queen Lysara called him to the palace garden. She handed him the glass sphere. Marcus frowned. You're giving it back? The queen shook her head. No. She pointed to the flower. It has already done its work. Then she showed him something incredible. Thousands of blue flowers now grew throughout the palace gardens. Wait, are those? Yes, she said. Forget-me-nots. Marcus laughed. You copied Earth flowers? The queen smiled. Not copied. She looked at the garden thoughtfully. Remembered. 9. A promise between worlds. Before Marcus boarded his ship home, Queen Lysara walked beside him. You have changed something important. Marcus shrugged. I just gave you a flower. She looked at him seriously. Sometimes, the smallest gestures reshape the galaxy. Marcus smiled. Well, humans are good at small gestures. The Queen nodded. Yes. She paused before adding quietly. And the galaxy is beginning to realize how powerful that can be. 10. The gift that echoed across the stars. Years later, historians would look back at that moment, not as a political event, not as a treaty, but as something simpler. The moment an alien queen received a human gift and remembered what her empire had forgotten, that even in a galaxy ruled by power and war, kindness could still change everything. And it all started with a tiny blue flower, floating forever inside a glass sphere. A simple message from Earth. Forget me not.